Well, cybersecurity is an aspect where your information technology and your operational technology infrastructure can be threatened from an outside influence of some kind. And as you're aware, mines are becoming more and more sophisticated. More and more data is exchanged to various locations. There's more centralized control or centralized flow of information. Mines are, especially the larger mining companies, have global integrated networks to manage their enterprise systems. So as things get more interconnected, equipment automation, exchange of data, these two worlds of the operational technology side, which could be, for example, a control system for a mill, or control systems and monitoring systems for mobile fleet, including dispatch, all of these systems are interconnected on an information technology backbone. And of course, a lot of the mines have been in operation for quite a long time, so you've got a legacy technology issue, and you've got more and more sophistication with some bad actors who may want to, let's say, do some kind of an intervention. So cybersecurity is really around protecting your assets from an outside influencer who may want to do some disruption. So miners need to be interested in this. I think there's two fundamental aspects of it. One would be equipment and life safety. So if you had some kind of a disruption that could damage a piece of equipment, or have a release to the environment, or create some health and safety risk, that's obviously, health and safety is of paramount importance. But then there's also a business interruption factor where you could have your operation impacted. You could have a impact to your fleet, your mine operations, your productivity. So protecting your assets and protecting your people and protecting the environment are really at the heart of what cyber risk mitigation is all about. I think I would again boil it down into those three areas: business interruption risk, health and life safety risk, and environmental risk. But an example could be your operation may be disrupted by, for example, somebody who wants to, like with ransomware, to say, we're going to impact your system and we're going to threaten your profitable operation with ransomware. Not a lot of these types of things ever really get made public, but they're very real. They're very real threats. Well, Black & Veatch has been doing work in this cybersecurity space for over a decade. It's in the United States, for example, the critical infrastructure has a regulated system around cyber and physical security risk management for critical infrastructure. So we have a robust practice area. In the mining space, really what we can provide is initial road mapping to assess the risk exposure of the various systems, the IT and OT systems, and then help a mining client implement a roadmap doing a fit-for-purpose, risk-based infrastructure, let's say, enhancements to protect life safety, environment, and business. Starting at really an enterprise level and working all the way down to the asset level, and each asset is going to be would require a tailored solution. But the typical things that go with that would be probably starting with a governance model around what is cybersecurity, how can it impact your business, what are your risks, and what is an appropriate way to manage that risk, and embed change management and governance of the solutions into the work processes. That's a critical aspect, because without the right governance and procedures, you can't implement and be sustainable with it. And then the other aspect is the physical side of things. There might be some physical controls that need to be put in place, some administrative controls. There could be network segmentation to protect the IT and the OT assets with demilitarized zones, so to speak. and asset management and Active Directory systems that can be put in place to manage all of this. But it has to start with a procedural and governance aspect to make sure that what you do is actually maintained, and there's obviously training that goes with that, and to be have a sustainable solution. Black & Veatch is a infrastructure company, power, water, communications, and we deliver critical human infrastructure is what we like to say. So a lot of times when mines are developed, the infrastructure is sort of, it's obviously very important, but a lot of focus gets placed on the mine development and the mill, the processing plant development. But infrastructure components at a mine can be very significant. 30% maybe of some of the greenfield capex could be on infrastructure. So we specialize in that area, and part of our value proposition is let us focus on helping with the infrastructure, bring in experts to focus on the mine development and the mill processing, and we believe that'll provide a superior outcome for our mining clients. Part of the challenge with infrastructure is it's very much a community-facing aspect of the mine. Your power supply, your water management, those key aspects have a direct relation with the community, and we feel that we do an excellent job with the community relations aspects as we put the infrastructure in place.